Hello students, good afternoon and welcome to our class today. Today we are continuing our lesson on ratio. We are looking at the final aspect of ratio, that is using direct proportion, okay? So using direct proportion of ratio means that you have two quantities that are in direct proportion when their ratio stays the same as the quantities increase or decrease. So when you have a ratio that stays the same but the quantities increase or decrease, it means that you are using a direct proportion. We will going to walk through two examples in this section, and then we'll have our first activity to see how well we understand this particular lesson, okay? So our first example says that there are three books cost $12, okay? We're supposed to work out the cost of 10 books. So this means we're going to use a ratio and we're going to use direct proportion. So first of all, we put our solution. That means we are working out or finding the answer. So first we know that our three books cost $12. Okay, so we can skip the dollar sign for now, okay? And then we're supposed to work out the cost of 10 books. So we know that here is books and here is the money, okay? So we put our 10 books here, and then we're going to put a letter there to represent how much it will cost, okay? So let's say we put X there. So it means that we need to find the cost of 10 books. We don't know, so we put X there as the cost of it, okay? So in this way, what we have to do is that we have to cross multiply, okay? So we can say we cross multiply, okay? So this will multiply this, and then this will also multiply that. So what we're going to do is that we're going to start from the top, okay? So 3 multiplied by X, we're going to have 3X. And then 10 multiplied by 12, we're going to have 120. So we need to divide here because we want to make X the subject, okay? So we need to divide here by 3, and then we divide here by 3 as well, right? So this 3 will cancel this 3, it will remain X. So we'll have X here, and then this 3 will cancel here, 40. So we're going to have 40 here, okay? So we can say that, so therefore 10 books cost $40, okay? So this is called cross multiplication, and then you continue to do your division, and then you get your final answer. It's so simple, so I believe you'll get it always. Our next example says that a recipe uses 2 eggs to make 12 cupcakes. How many eggs are needed to make 36 cupcakes? So we put our solution there. So we know that a recipe uses 2 eggs, okay? So 2 eggs, we say, will be equal to 12 cups of cake. And then we have to make 36 cups of cakes, but we don't know how many eggs that we need to. So we put x as egg will be equal, so sorry, let's give a little space so that you can see very well. So we put x, which is equal to 36 cups of cakes, okay? So now we have to look for x. That will be the number of eggs that we need to make 36 cakes. So what we need to do is we need to do cross multiplication, okay? This is very important and very easy way to do using direct proportion, okay? So we are doing cross multiplication. So we start from this very one, okay? So we start from here and then we go down here, okay? So this will give us 72 equal 12x, okay? So this is 72 and then it's going to be equal to 12x, but we are looking for x. So what we need to do is we need to underline here, divide here by 12, and then divide here by 12, so that the x can stand alone. If we find the value of x, it means that we know how many eggs that is needed for 36 cups, cake cups, okay? So this will cancel here by 1, and this will cancel here by 1, and cancel here by 6. So 6 is going to be equal to x. That means, so therefore, 6x are needed. Okay, so that becomes your final answer. So it means that you need 6 eggs to make that of 36 cupcakes. Your cross multiplication is the key direction or way for you to find your answers to direct proportions, okay? We're gonna have our first activity from the Learner's book, page 140 and 141. We are doing exercise 14.3. You are answering questions 3 up to that of 8. Afterwards, we meet in our second video. Hello students, welcome back to our second episode on our lesson, ratio using direct proportion from Unit 14. In this episode, we're also going to look at 2 more examples, and we use a different approach to find answers to our direct proportion of ratio. The first example, we say that Lee buys 2 chickens for $6. We're supposed to work out the cost of when she buys 4 chickens and when she buys 10 chickens, okay? So the first thing that we need to do is that we need to put our solution here. That means we're going to look for the answers, and then we come to A, okay? So she buys 2 chickens for $6. So the first thing that we need to do is we need to divide 6 by 2, and that will going to give us 3, okay? So this is Unit 3, and now we're going straight to the 4, okay? So this becomes the unit of the cost there. Now she buys 4. So you put your 4 here and you multiply by this unit, okay? And then you get 12. So when she buys 4 chickens, so 4 chickens will be $12, okay? When she buys 4 chicken, it's going to be $12. Now let's look at B. Our unit is 3 here, so the same approach, we divide 6 by 3. That will be equal, no, by 2, sorry. That will be equal to 3. And now she buys 10, so we need to multiply 10 by 3, and that will give us 30, okay? So 10 chickens will be $30, okay? So 10 chickens will be $30. Okay, let's move to our second example. Second example, we say Daniel does 2 hours of guitar practice every day. We're supposed to work out how many hours of practice he does in a week, okay? So we know that every day he's doing 2 hours, right? So 2 hours per day. Okay, so how many days do you have in a week? So you have 7 days. Sorry. You have 7 days in a week. Okay, so every day is 2 hours. So that means we have 2 hours times the 7 days. Okay, so a week practice is 14. A week hours will be 14. A week practice will be 14 hours because we have 7 days in a week. Your second activity is from the Skills Builder and it's at page 70, exercise 14.3, questions 4 to that of 8. Afterwards, we meet in our final video. Welcome back to our final video. Our lesson today has been on ratio. We have looked at ratio, how we can simplify ratio. We have looked at how we can use ratio in sharing. And today we also looked at how we can do using direct proportion. And using direct proportion means that your ratio stays the same. However, your quantities will either increase or it will decrease, okay? We have done couples of examples that has actually thrown more light on using direct proportion. I would like to say thank you to all of you for joining class and participating greatly to all the exercises. And we'll have our homework to complete today's lesson. Our homework is going to be at the review section of this particular topic. Please open to your learner's book, page 142, and we have end of unit review exercises there. I would like you to work on questions 1 up to that of 8. Until we meet again next week, stay safe. Goodbye.